Good morning, guys. Welcome back. My name is Masha. This is MashMellow Yoga channel, and today I have a morning yoga practice for you. It's beginner-friendly practice. We're gonna try to warm up through the whole body, open up through the chest, hopefully feel a little bit more energized and ready for the day. We're gonna jump right ahead and get started, finding comfortable position on your mat. Let's bring hands on top of the knees. We're gonna just roll our shoulder blades a couple of times. And then finding some length in the back as we pause here for a couple of deep breaths. So feel free to close your eyes here and take in a nice big breath in and a nice exhale out, all the air out, softening shoulder blades down the back. And 2 more times like that. Big breath in through both nostrils. And exhale out as you soften your palms down, soften through the hips and glutes, the shoulders. And one more time again, inhale in. And exhale to release. You're gonna start to slowly wake up the body, rolling your head side to side, ear to shoulder, chin to chest. Inhale. And exhale, ear to shoulder. And again, either rolling through chin to chest or all the way around in full neck circles. And then starting to wake up fingers and toes, rolling out wrists and ankles. And we'll circle the arms around and up. Inhale in, taking a big breath in. And exhale to connect the palms, bring hands to heart. One more time. Inhale to circle your arms around and up. Really reaching, taking up space. And then exhale as we connect the fingers, bringing hands to the back of the skull. Opening your elbows wide, squeezing your shoulder blades together as you inhale, look up. And then as you exhale, round, connecting elbows together, down towards your belly button. Let me rotate here so that you can see better. So we'll lift up on the inhale, lifting your chest, squeezing your shoulder blades together, sending elbows back. And then exhale as you connect elbows together towards belly button. Two more times. Inhale into lift up, look up, send elbows back, exhale down. Hug your abdominals in, belly button to spine, the rounding through your whole back. And the last one, inhaling to lift up, sending elbows back in space. And exhale to round. And from here, we're gonna bring our hands back, bringing yourselves to lay on the mat, feet on the floor. Extending arms overhead for just one more stretch. Bringing your chin to chest, feeling long in the back of the neck. Inhale in. Reach the fingertips back and then exhale as you circle your arms down. We're going to pick up the feet off the floor, hugging knees to chest, rolling side to side, massaging the back of the hips, lower back, and tailbone. I'm trying to slow down that movement and really feel the back of the body on the ground, rolling the back of the body on the ground. So thinking about the intention of that movement rather than the movement itself. The movement is us rolling the knees, but the intention is to feel that massage of your lower back against the floor. And see if you can focus on the intention. Maybe you slow it down. Maybe there's a part of the hip that feels particularly tender. Maybe you want to hug one knee closer in than the other. Feel free to experiment here with your body, with how it feels. And we're gonna extend our arms out to the side into a T shape, continuing to bring your knees to chest, and then continuing to roll side to side. So bringing your knees almost all the way down to one side, and then rolling through the center, almost all the way to the other side. So starting to wake up through your core muscles here. And see if you can hug your thighs as close to your belly as you can, feeling compression in your lower belly, using that core as you roll from one side to the other. And then the next time your knees come towards the right, we're going to drop our right thigh down and use your right palm on top of the top knee, bringing it closer to the floor and a little bit closer in towards the chest as well. Left arm stays extended, and we'll rotate our head towards the extended left arm. Breathing here into the space between your ribs and hips. Inhale in. And exhale to release, rolling your head back to center, rolling your knees back to center to the other side. So left thigh touches the floor, right thigh on top. We use our left hand on top of the top knee to make it heavier, closer towards the ground, and then a little bit closer in towards the chest as well. And then releasing the weight of your right shoulder down, right arm stays extended, and we rotate the gaze towards the extended arm. Breathing here into the backs of the hips, the glutes, the rib cage, and the space between hips and the rib cage. Inhale in, and then exhale as we roll back to center, bringing feet to the floor this time. Keeping your feet about hip width apart. We'll bring arms down by the sides of the body, palms down, pressing your shoulders into the mat. Keep tucking your chin to chest slightly. The back of the head stays on the mat. From here, we'll press into the heels and shoulders, lifting your hips up for your glute bridge. Once you're at the top, imagine you have a block between your knees that you're trying to squeeze together. So knees don't have to touch. Keep a little bit of a distance between the knees. Imagine you're squeezing an object between the knees. And keep pressing your heels and shoulders into the floor. Inhale in. And exhale as you unroll back down. 2 more times. Inhale to press and lift. Chin to chest. Imaginary block between the knees. And exhale down. And the last one, press your heels and shoulders. Inhale in. And we're going to add optional modification here. So you're either staying here in your glute bridge. You can walk your shoulder blades together, connecting palms together, interlacing fingers, and pulling knuckles towards your heels. Keep squeezing shoulder blades, pressing the floor away with your backs of the hands, backs of the arms, pinky fingers. And then we can lift one heel, lift the other heel, staying just on the toes, and walk your feet a little bit closer in. Press your hips up, tuck your tailbone under. Knit your low ribs in towards the hip bones. Imaginary block between the knees. Lots of work here, lots of activation. Breathe. Exhale to first release the hands, release the palms, then release your back slowly back down onto the mat. And we're gonna hug knees to chest one more time. This time opening your knees wide, bringing hands behind the backs of the thighs, and hugging your thighs and your knees towards the armpits. The arms can stay here behind the thighs, or if you want a deeper variation, you can reach for your ankles, for your happy baby pose, or the outer edges of your feet. Lifting your feet up towards the sky. And maybe you rock side to side here. Try to keep your shoulders and the tailbone heavy on the mat. And then from here, we're gonna extend one leg long, pressing your heel into the ceiling or the sky. And then extend the other leg long, just getting a stretch through the backs of the legs. And let's release our left foot down, extending your right leg all the way up towards the ceiling. We'll roll out the ankle. And then pointing your toes, trying to keep your leg nice and straight. Bring your hips down to the mat. Hips are heavy on the floor, extending arms up towards the ceiling as well. Inhale in, and then exhale as you lift and reach towards the toes. Inhale to lower down. Exhale to lift and reach. Inhale to lower down. Exhale to lift and reach. And one more time. Inhale to lower down. Exhale to lift and reach. From here, we're going to extend our left leg long, point the toes. If you want a little bit more challenge, hover it above the mat. Inhale as we reach. Exhale to switch legs, trying to keep the legs nice and long. Inhale to switch. Exhale to switch. One breath per movement. Inhale and exhale. And one more time. Inhale and exhale. This time bringing your right foot to the floor, hands behind left thigh, releasing your shoulders down, rolling out the ankle. And again, the same thing, pointing your toes up, extending arms towards the sky. Inhale in. Exhale as we lift and reach, pressing your lower back into the floor. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift and reach. Two more times. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift and reach, hugging the abdominals in, lower belly to spine. Last one. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift and reach and hold, extending your right leg long, pointing the toes. Maybe it stays on the floor or hovering. Inhale. Exhale to switch. Inhale. And exhale to switch. For 3. Inhale. Exhale for 2. Inhale. And exhale for 1. And last one. Inhale. And exhale to bring both feet down. Relax shoulders back. Extend the arms. Connect soles of the feet together. And let your knees fall out to the sides. Breathe all the air out. Softening through the core, through the inner thighs, breathing through the front of the body. Nice and big, inhale in. And exhale out as we close our knees, rolling to one side, any side, pressing yourself away from the floor, coming into a tabletop position. And we'll quickly warm up through our feet and wrists, tucking the toes, sitting back on your heels, rolling out the wrists. And then bringing backs of the hands onto the mat, trying to keep your elbows straight. We'll gently shift the weight in circles, one side to the other. Maybe you pull the weight back, Notice how that feels in your forearms and the wrists. And we're gonna shake it off. Bringing your hands onto the mat, we'll find our downward dog. So if it's your first time doing downward dog, you can follow my instructions. We'll spread our fingers, pressing knuckles into the mat. And then tucking your toes, you want to look back between your feet as you lift your knees off the mat. Stay low as you press your hips all the way back. So think as much space between your wrists and hips as possible, pressing your hips as far back as you can. And only then starting to lift your hips up as you straighten maybe one knee at a time and then the other. Try to keep connection of your lower belly to thigh rather than straight legs. Try to keep your knees bent, belly to thigh, and then pedaling it out, one heel down and then the other. And we're almost done here. From here, exhale all the air out as you look back. And then walk your palms to the back of the mat towards your feet, coming into a forward fold at the back of the mat. Exhale once again as you look back between the legs. We can shift weight side to side. Notice how it's feeling. Straighten one knee, straighten the other knee. And on the inhale, we'll find a halfway lift, hands on hips. You want your back parallel to the floor so that you can carry a cup of water on your back. So squeeze your shoulder blades together, send your elbows back, and look forward at the top of the mat, or even past the top of the mat. Your back is nice and long. Knees are slightly bent. Beautiful. And we'll extend our fingertips to the back, palms facing up. Inhale. And then exhale as you circle your arms forward to the front of the mat, trying to keep your arms in line with the ears. 2 more times like that. Inhale as you send your arms back. Keeping your back nice and flat. Exhale as you circle the arms forward. One more time. Inhale to send the arms back. And exhale to send the arms forward. Good. We'll send the arms back one more time, this time connecting palms together, interlacing fingers, pulling knuckles down and away, lifting all the way up, lifting the chest. Tuck your tailbone under, lift the sternum, lift the gaze. Knuckles down towards the floor, shoulder blades glide down. Inhale. And then exhale as we fold over the legs again. Chest towards the knees. Maybe your arms come up behind your back. See if you can pull your knuckles away from you. Pull shoulder blades away from the ears. We can create some space in the neck, bringing ear to shoulder, chin to chest. Rolling out the neck and head in this position. And then releasing the palms. One more time, bringing hands on hips, halfway lift, flat back. Inhale. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Imagine you're pinching a pen between your shoulder blades, and we're gonna bend our knees even more, sinking your hips lower. Imaginary block between the knees. Still squeezing your shoulder blades together, and then lifting your chest so that your sternum is facing forward. You're looking forward. Send elbows back. Squeeze shoulder blades together. And maybe we stay here. This might be enough. Relaxing shoulder blades down the back. Sending weight into the heels. Trying to sit a little bit lower into your chair pose. Or if you want even more, extending arms overhead in line with the ears, looking up at the sky. Very strong pose. Feeling your core still engaged, tucking your tailbone under, bringing belly in. Strong back, strong legs. Inhale. And exhale to press yourself up to stand, circling your arms down. Inhale to circle your arms around and up. We'll interlace the fingers, flip the palm, take a side body stretch to any side as you exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. And come back to center. Release the arms down, roll out the shoulders, roll out the head. And then as usual, take a moment to close your practice, either standing or seated. You can come to lay down all the way on the ground, on the mat. And just take a moment to notice how you're feeling. So whether it's in a free position, with palms down, hands on your heart, eyes closed, or just soften the gaze, but just noticing how your body is feeling, even after a quick 15-20 minute practice. Feeling the heartbeat, feeling the length in the back, and feeling some areas of the body that maybe have a little bit more space than before. And acknowledging that state and thanking yourself for showing up, thanking yourself for taking the time to reconnect with your body and your breath. And it's always a pleasure to guide you. And I hope to see you in the next video.